Coach, after a tough loss at BYU, were you happy how the team bounced back against FIU?
It's in coaching, we always really try to keep people on a fairly even keel. Partly, I think that's the most effective way to coach a team. Partly, that's really how I tend to live and try to keep my own personality. So we try not to get too low after losses, too high after wins. We really try to look specifically at how did we play. And often, whether you won or lost has a lot to do with who you played and how that other team played. And so, we really try to stay focused on what can we control, what did we control, did we do the things we needed to do to win. So after the BYU loss, we looked back at, and it's a great teaching tool when you lose by one, because you can think of so many details, and it's such a great lesson that, hey, had I gotten that one box out a little better, had I hung onto the ball that one more time, had I finished that one layup that I missed, had I made that one foul shot, and so again, we really looked at a lot of those details. I thought a lot of those things got cleaned up against FIU, and we came out, shot the ball well at the beginning, and so yeah, I was pleased with a lot of the progress we made, but it's not so much reflective of the score as it is the film and sort of the possession-by-possession analysis.
You talk about Kristen Doherty. It seemed like she was relaxed offensively, and it showed with her 19 points in the game against FIU.
Yeah, Kristen's an interesting one because she's so talented and does so many things well for us. She's the best defender that I've coached, and this is my 20th year in Division I. And she makes everything around her better on the defensive end. She's one of our best ball handlers, one of our best passers, one of our best rebounders. And we need you to score too. And so she plays at such a high intensity level. Sometimes with players like that, it's hard to get them. And I thought your question was excellent. She looked relaxed. She was able to kind of chill out a little bit. And I hate the cliche, let the game come to you. But in this case, I think that's actually accurate. She was relaxed. She was just sort of, hey, when am I open? And let's be ready when I'm open, rather than trying to force the action. The one place she did force the action, which we did coach her to do so, was attacking the rim a little bit more and getting herself to the line. She's a great foul shooter, so she goes to the line, makes 9 of 9 free throws, and hey, there's a lot of points to be had there at the free throw line. So again, I thought she's a very, very coachable kid, and did all the things that we asked her to do.
In your upcoming tournament in Cancun, you have UNC Wilmington, Iowa, and USC. That's 3 games in 3 days. Can you talk about the opponents and how you will handle the minutes with the starting 5?
Sure. So we open with UNC Wilmington. And we're going to try to stay focused game by game. I'll tell you now, just between you and me, that we may sneak in a little bit of stuff about Iowa or USC, but not tell the players, just in terms of if we need to be ready for a particular defense or offense or something like that. But we'll never talk about anything that we do games ahead. In fact, and I keep myself pretty disciplined. I'm really only thinking about UNC Wilmington right now. Now, we have assistant coaches that are on the scout for Iowa and on the scout for USC, and so they may stick in a couple drills in practice and say, hey, coach, it'd probably be good if we did this one pressure drill or this one, offensive drill or something like that, just to be ready for those, because we won't have a lot of prep time. But look, it's fun. You get to go in and really just go play. We'll get to watch the teams play after us. So when we play UNC Wilmington on Thursday, we'll get to watch Iowa play USC, and vice versa. Those teams will all have watched us. And so by the end of the week, you're going to know these programs really well. But we do all our work with film, and so it'll be neat to be right there and have the atmosphere. And look, Iowa is very, very good. They're very well coached. They're experienced. They've played a really good schedule. USC is very, very talented. They've got a new coach, Cynthia Cooper, one of the greatest players in our game, and again, they're a very athletic team. So we got our hands full, and look, we're going to play them. We really are going to play, again, keep throwing cliches at you, one game at a time. It's the only way you can play them. But this week, we took the weekend off, which is rare, almost unheard of during basketball season. But because we played Thursday, we practiced hard on Friday, and we wanted to kind of bank a couple of those rest days, knowing that we've got the 3 games in 3 days coming. So, we do our best prep work we can to be ready, and then hopefully we'll be able to, stay healthy and keep them out there. Great. Thanks so much.